Mark R. Graham, on living in a multi-generational household. No longer just a trend for the elderly or those on a budget, multi-generational households are becoming an increasingly popular way of living in the United States. According to the Pew Research Center, nearly 1 in 5 Americans lives in a home with at least 3 generations under one roof, and this number is expected to grow in the years to come. There are many reasons why this type of household arrangement can be beneficial for all involved, but it's important to weigh the pros and cons before making a decision. This video by Mark R. Graham explores some of the key benefits and challenges of living in a multi-generational household. Mark R. Graham on living in a multi-generational household. If you're considering living in a multi-generational household, there are a few things you should know, says Mark R. Graham. It can be a great arrangement for some families, but it's not right for everyone. Here's what you need to consider before making the leap. The pros of living in a multi-generational household are many. First, it can help to ease the financial burden on families. With multiple generations living under one roof, there are more people to contribute to household expenses. This can be a big help, especially for families who are struggling to make ends meet. Another advantage of multi-generational living is that it can provide built-in childcare. Grandparents or other older relatives can watch the kids while parents are at work or running errands. This can be a huge help for working families. Another plus is that multi-generational households tend to be very supportive. With multiple generations living together, there's always someone around to lend a helping hand. Whether you need help with chores, transportation, or just someone to talk to, you'll likely find it in a multi-generational home. Of course, there are some challenges that come along with living in a multi-generational household. One of the biggest is managing different schedules and expectations. When you have people of all ages living under one roof, there's bound to be some conflict. It's important to sit down as a family and discuss everyone's needs and expectations before moving in together. Another potential challenge is privacy. When you're living with multiple generations, it can be tough to find some alone time. If you're someone who values your privacy, you may want to think twice about moving into a multi-generational home. Overall, living in a multi-generational household has its pros and cons. It's important, according to Mark R. Graham, to weigh both sides carefully before making a decision. If you do choose to live in a multi-generational home, remember to be patient and flexible. With a little effort, it can be a great experience for everyone involved. Mark R. Graham's concluding thoughts. Living in a multi-generational household can have its challenges, but it can also be very rewarding, says Mark R. Graham. It is important to remember that each generation has something valuable to offer the others and that living together can help create lasting bonds between family members. If you are considering sharing your home with another generation, keep these things in mind and be prepared for some give and take. With patience and understanding, your multi-generational household can be a happy and fulfilling one. Thanks for watching.